Dhamma. This Dhamma is save all beings from suffering. Adannan dharinti chatusu abhaya bhumisu abhadamana kadawa dharititi Dhamma. It is Dhamma that prepared those who followed accordingly, who practiced Dhamma. Dhamma alone can save from falling into woeful state. Therefore, nowadays all Buddhist peoples, all Buddhist disciples have the most important duties. This is the most important duty is to learn Buddha Dhamma, to skid before the Buddha, bring Nirvana into bring Nirvana. The Buddha's objective to his disciples. Learning the Buddha Dhamma attentively, this is the first objective. Practice Dhamma accordingly, this is second objective. The third is to explain Dhamma to the world. The fourth is when appeared the different views against the Buddha's teaching, we must try to remove the opposite teachings. That is Buddha's objective to us. Therefore, the most important our duty is learning the Buddha's Dhamma. All the Buddha's Dhammas are talked in Pali. So Pali language also the most important language. For us, that is a holy language. We should learn Pali. Then we should try to understand correctly in Buddha's teachings. Therefore, learning and teaching the Buddha Dhamma is the most important duty of all Buddhist people. Not only monks have such a duties. Monks and nuns, not only monks and nuns have these duties. All Buddhist people, even ladies, are also important to learn the Buddha's Dhamma. Nowadays, from different countries, different students, different language, studies here. Therefore, we have to use English as a common language or media language to understand Buddha Dhamma, to brush Dhamma. Common language is important. But the most important is individual languages. Your own mother tongue is the most important language. we should not think whatever explained in English, it is correct. English language, English is just used as a media language. We must understand the Buddha's Dharma in our own language. Our mother tongues, individual is important. Therefore, we should study Dhamma to understand with our own language. But media language is just for communication. Another point, if we say international language should be Pali for Buddhist people. Pali is international language. But nowadays, the most people also think Pali is difficult. Actually, Pali is not so difficult. It is easy for all. Quite meaningful than English. Some Pali terms cannot be translated thoroughly into English. It is difficult. To get the correct meaning, we cannot be known with the English language. Sometimes it's so wide English language. Unnecessary meanings is participate in the correct meaning. For example, avijja paccaya sankhara. Sankhara is translated into volitional activities. Cetana is volition. This is not exact meaning. Cetana is not a volition, according to the definition of the word Cetana. Cetana should be stimulation, motivation. It is very close to the Pali. So some translations are not good enough. Therefore, we must understand according to our own language. There are many points which is not a suitable translation. For example, 4 foundations of mindfulness. Most translators use Satipatthana is the 4 foundations of mindfulness. What is 4 foundation? What is 4 foundations of mindfulness? Kaya, body, feeling, kaya, vedana, citta, mind, and dhamma. These are 4 foundations. 4 foundation cannot lead to purifying. Just 4 foundations cannot lead. Must be mindfulness. So, according to this translation, 4 foundations of mindfulness which purify the beings for cessations of soka, priteva, lamentation, grief and lamentation, for overcoming of physical suffering and mental unhappiness. Just a 4 foundation cannot. The Buddha want to say mindfulness, only mindfulness. Mindfulness also not only mindfulness, is together with knowledge. Now it is, they practice mindfulness. Mindfulness alone, not full work. The Buddha explained mindfulness and sati in sampajanya, mindfulness and comprehension. These two must be joined together, mindfulness and comprehension. Nahi sati virida panyanama ati. There is no wisdom without mindfulness. Wisdom cannot rise without mindfulness. Mindfulness and wisdom must be together. Mindfulness alone also not useful. Mindfulness and knowledge must be together to work. So we should understand in this way. Therefore, I want to encourage you, when you are studying here, the study and learning is the most important, because without the learning, we cannot follow accordingly. We cannot practice Dhamma accordingly. Therefore, learning is coming too fast. Then the followers, practices should be followed. Without the learning, the Buddha's teaching cannot remain in our own. Pariyati yeva sasanasa mula. The Buddha's teachings, the root of the Buddha's teaching is depend on learning. By learning, we can have sutta. Just as sutta is not a panya. Sutta and panya is different. In this university, we have to study sutta. This is Priyati Dhamma, what the Buddha taught. We should learn subject matters. Learning subject matter is a sutta. Depending on sutta, knowledge will become to be. Sutta panya panyaya vadana. Sutta lead to develop the panya, lead to development of panya. Sutta panya, that is, sutta is the subject matter, panya is understanding of the subject matters. Attentively, you should study the Buddha's Dhamma according to your own language. You should know. Even media language, you should not satisfied according to translation. You should know what the Buddha taught and deep meanings. Priyatiya thitaya sasana thita. The Buddha's teachings will remain in this world. When learning is carried on, therefore we have to learn. But just learning is not enough. Practice must be followed. According to practice, we have to know more and more. Sutta, Panya together, side by side, we must carry on the Buddha's teachings. The Buddha explained, imasme, your imasme dhamma vini, appamato vihasati. Appamato means always attentively, always mindful. What should be done, what should not be done. And then the Buddha's teachings, in brief, the Buddha explained what should be done, what should not be done. What should be done is kusala, wholesome straight. What should not be done is unwholesome. So we must clarify these two. Then appamata always must be meaningful in our life, in our daily working. Without attentively, we cannot understand what should be done, what should not be done. What should be done, we must do. What should not be done, we must avoid it. That is a practice. By practice, the realized wisdom is coming to be. This wisdom is the most important. To carry on, to be right wisdom, we must have 4 conditions. The 2 conditions, external conditions. The other 2 conditions, internal conditions. Internal, external, these must be joined together. Only external, not work. Only internal, not good enough. For example, you sustain your life. You support your bodies, internal, external, both. In daily food, external conditions, your healthy state is internal. So internal, external joining together, you can sustain your life. In this way, to increase your knowledge, there are 2 external conditions. What is that? To meet good teachers. That is one. To listen to what he teach. That is the second. These 2 are external conditions. Without a teacher, without his teaching, you cannot get wisdom or knowledge within you. Just you have teacher, you also learn. Just these 2 is not enough. Another is internal conditions, yoniso manasikara and tamanu tamapatipati. Yoniso manasikara is wise attention. You must, by learning, what does your teacher teach? You must study mindfully and deeply, attentively. Wise attention, you must carefully thinking about consideration, the meaning, contemplations, what is the meaning, comparing your experience. That is yoniso manasikara, wise attention. Wise attention, yoniso manasikara is so wide meaning. Not only attention. Yoniso manasikara is composed of sati, panya, viriya. Then another condition, internal condition is dhamma anudhamma patipati. You must have a suitable practice for your attainment. Dhamma means your attainment. The highest attainment, Dhamma, is Megaphala Nibbana. The path in fruition and Nibbana. The suitable practice is Anudhamma. Anudhamma is started with morality. So, internally, you must have a good morality. As you are lay, as you are monk, you must have followed monk's discipline. As a lay people, you must have followed, observed your discipline. As a nun, you have to follow your discipline. Morality is basically important. This is Dhamma Patipatti. After that, you must try to develop mindfulness in comprehension, sati in sambhajanya. Then you must try to develop concentration on the point. You must increase your concentration on samadhi. By means of that, you must try to increase your wisdom, insight, knowledge, vipassana. Just to start, everything is impermanent. Whatever condition things all are impermanent. Daily, you should contemplate in this way. By means of, according to the way of practice, your insight knowledge increase. By increasing your insight knowledge, you can reduce your attachment. Attachment is important to reduce because attachments create attachments engenders soka, worried. Worries come out from attachment. Where there is attachment, there is worry. Surely. Where there is no attachment, there is no worry. Therefore, to remove the worry, first you must reduce attachment or remove your attachment. To remove the attachment, you must cultivate insight knowledge, vipassana. So up to that, you must try. This is called Dhamma Patipatti. So altogether, to increase your knowledge, you must have good teacher. You must learn and his teaching. Then you must have wise attention, yoni somnasikara. You must follow according to attain a Dhamma. You must follow suitable practice. By this way, you can increase your knowledge or wisdom. Pahaya jati sansaran dukkha sandang krisati. That is a good result for you. When you attain this wisdom, then you can try to cease samsara and your suffering will be, you can make your suffering. You can make suffering end. So that is the goal of Buddhist practice. Up to this, the goal of Buddhist practice, we have to go with mindfulness and we must go with comprehension. Therefore, we started with the learning and up to wisdom and cessation of suffering. Let me conclude my advice to you. May you all be happy. May you all free from suffering.